Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the digital asset investor, and I was laughing to myself last night. I was watching Twitter, and anytime the market stays stale or it's going down, we inevitably have all the negative people begin to pile in, and they're like, oh, the price just doesn't move, and it's this and this, and all the complaining and griping. To those people, I say maybe you're not the kind of person that needs to be invested in digital assets, or you are the kind of person, but you need a check and you need to put your big boy pants on and you need to put your digital assets up safe on a Ledger Nano S and stop looking at this, because if you are one of those people that is whining and complaining about the price, you don't understand what you're invested in. I want to show you an example. The first thing I want to tell you before I show you the example is that you don't have any worries. The worries today are not even in the realm of the worries that a digital asset holder or the worries that Ripple, the company, had just a few short years ago. Let me show you. This is what you're looking at. You're looking at May of 2015. I was an XRP holder in May of 2015. All right? I'm going to show you what a real worry looks like. All you have is blue skies ahead of you now. But back then, we faced clouds and storms, and the water was extremely rough, and you woke up to really scary things occasionally. I'm going to show you one of the things that I woke up to. Now, this is the kind of thing you see, and you're like, oh, well, I guess it's over. We're way past all of that now. We're to the wake up and be mad because the announcement of Ripple partnering with MoneyGram, and it didn't move the price much. That's what your problems are. Let me show you what real problems are. Here's real problems. May of 2015, we're clicking along. These are the closing prices of XRP, 0.008. 0.008, it was kind of staying right in that range. But here comes May 5th, and it goes down to 0.007. Let me show you what a real scary thing looks like, because you aren't experiencing that. There are no scary things to experience at this point. This is what something scary looks like in the world of XRP and Ripple. And this happened, folks. A lot of you have never seen this. On May 5th of 2015, FinCEN finds Ripple Labs Inc. in the first civil enforcement action against a virtual currency exchanger. The Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, working in coordination with the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of California, assessed $700,000 civil money penalty today against Ripple Labs and its wholly owned subsidiary XRP2 LLC. Ripple Labs willfully violated several requirements of the Bank Secrecy Act, Well, the point here is obvious, folks. This is what I woke up to on May 5th of 2015 as an XRP holder. All of these awful, scary things have already been gone through, and lucky you gets to hold XRP now, and all you have to do is sit there calmly and understand that this will all unfold. All of the major hurdles have been jumped. Ripple has been working behind the scenes for 7 years. They've gotten through things like this. They've met with central banks around the world. They have done things that I never in a million years even thought when I told my wife in 2013 that I think this could be really big. Ripple is further along than I ever dreamed they would be. I dreamed when I spoke to my wife about this in 2013, my dream was that XRP one day would be on E-Trade. I think it turned out to be far, far bigger than that. But I just wanted to show you this. But here's the other thing I wanted to show you. Even when they're being fined $700,000, look what happened over the course of the next month. By June, they've gone from $0.008 to a penny. By June, late June, that had happened. even with those kind of awful pieces of news. Now, let's look at where you are today. My point is, I'm not interested in listening to any whining. I don't care who you are. You can go whine to yourself, because I've been through the wake up and your stomach hurt at least 5 to 10 times, where you had a real reason to have your stomach hurt being an XRP holder. You don't have any problems now. All you have to do is keep it safe. And by the way, in 2013, we didn't even have an option to store our digital assets on a Ledger Nano S. You had to move them from here to there and just hope that you didn't run into a hacker or a crook. You have options now. This thing has evolved way beyond what it was like. The safety is there now, tenfold more than it was back then. You don't have near the concerns and near the things that can go wrong now. And now Ripple is coming on strong. Back then, even they were scared to death. Bob Way, who was one of their first employees, literally said they didn't know if today was the day that their doors were going to get kicked in by the FBI back then. We're in a whole different ball game now. Now let's show you that ball game. From Brian Melancholy XRP at Mike Honcho _11 sent me this. Maybe the old computer on this Friday is going to work with me. Here we go. From T+0, MoneyGram live on XRapid starting today. XRapid payments to be continually scaled in the next few months. I'll share the transcript screenshots of the investor call once it has been published. Now, we didn't have to wait for him, because one of Old Faithful, Bank XRP, who's one of the best follows in the XRP community, posted all of this today. At Bank XRP, MoneyGram International reports second quarter 2019 financial results. The commercial agreement allows MoneyGram to utilize Ripple's XRapid blockchain product as well as XRP, Ripple's cryptocurrency, to facilitate cross-border settlement. And this is their actual, press release here from August the 1st. All right. And now we go down further, and he's got an article about their Q2 report. And then down here, MoneyGram International reports second quarter 2019 financial results. Ripple will become our key partner for cross-border settlement using digital assets, and we've already started executing trades. And this was one of the screenshots here. The partnership enables us to more closely align funding costs to daily transactions, which will help streamline our global liquidity management. Ripple will become our key partner for cross-border settlement using digital assets, and we've already started executing trades. How awesome is that, folks? Launched Ripple partnership. Great stuff. Okay, and then you go down here, and you should all go watch it. MoneyGram is now live and transacting on Ripple and XRapid platform. MoneyGram has become a key partner. This is a video of the actual report. I think this is the video. I think the CEO is actually announcing all of this. So you need to go to Bank XRP, go give him a follow on Twitter, and listen to his video here and look at all these slides. Pretty darn awesome. That is huge, folks. Huge. Then from Chinu Patel at Chinu Patel 29 sent me these. Now, first I wanted to tell you, for those of you that don't know who Steve Bannon is, one of the most connected people in politics. He was he served as White House chief strategist in the Trump administration, and he was one of the guys that helped get Donald Trump elected. Now, so the guy knows what's going on. Well, he was on Squawk Box this morning, and there's a couple of things he said that are worth knowing about. Steve Bannon on Facebook Libra, people have to confront how China and third world countries are starting to put payment systems in place that are going to try to give them global dominance and be able to get off the reserve currency of the dollar. So these guys know what China and all these countries are trying to do. I believe that China and these countries are going to easily, not in a difficult way, I think they are easily going to be able to get around the U.S. dollar. And I think it's going to be done. I think the U.S. knows it, and I think they have plans to handle it too. And then he also said this: I think cryptocurrencies have a big future, says Steve Bannon. I think they could be a very important part going forward, particularly in this global populist revolt. Exactly, folks. Okay. And then I wanted to show you this briefly. NBK Crypto at NBKLYRAD sent this. This is the only reason I wanted to show you this is a Forbes article. Bitcoin suddenly back above 10,000 as crypto markets gain billions, is because Bitcoin popped back above 10,000, and that's how the FOMO kicks in, folks. I wouldn't be surprised if we had another 2019 rally starting as a result of this. And you're seeing a good bit of green this morning, actually. Okay, and see what we got. Yep, got to check in on John McAfee. Now he is not he may still be in his tinfoil room, but he's giving us advice now. Young men always asking my advice. Here it is. Wait until you are 40 to consider marriage. Never give a woman your real name. Stay out of jail as much as possible. Follow your heart. You had to have that advice today on a Friday. I thought that might be good for you. I'm not saying I agree with or disagree with what he's saying there. And then Michael at VAL5 Links, Just recently, LedgerX came out saying that they have launched the first physically settled Bitcoin futures trading platform. However, CFTC later commented that LedgerX hasn't yet been approved by the commission. So we'll stay tuned to that. I don't know what's going on there. Bakkt may have pitched a fit and said they wanted to be the first, so who knows what happened there. And then I want to give a shout out to Sergeant Obi-Wan. He has started his own Coil blog, it looks like. Check out this post on Coil, my newest blog. I didn't realize he had a blog, but for those of you that have not checked out Coil blogs, go and check out Sergeant Obi-Wan's, this is his blog post, Strength of Being an XRP Hodler. But you can go to Coil's website and you can look all through it, all sorts of blogs on there. But I didn't realize Sergeant Obi-Wan had started one. So go over there and check him out, read his blog, and give him a shout out. Then got this from XRP Dave. This is interesting right here. At the Davey 92 was this. R3 doubles London office space for blockchain hiring spree. Now remember, R3 has Corda Settler, which uses the digital asset XRP. Now they're hiring to, it says, enterprise blockchain firm R3 is adding a second floor to its London office to accommodate a hiring spree. It's a move that comes amidst a momentous period in the UK when the country appears on the verge of completing its long in the making exit from the European Union. R3's efforts to add 50 staff members to its 80-strong London office, which serves as its main engineering hub. Now, I wanted to read you this last part down here. There were rumors back in the early part of 2018 that R3 was running out of money. Those fears have clearly been allayed. Also shrouded in secrecy thanks to some strenuously enforced NDAs, was the firm's settlement with Ripple over a sizable trove of XRP cryptocurrency, which may have come R3's way. Cooper told CNBC the company's policy is not to discuss its finances, but added, I can tell you, even with these aggressive expansion efforts, we have no need or plans to go to the market for additional fundraising. So it's not going to hurt us as XRP holders for R3 to also be XRP holders. I can promise you that. That's called incentives, my friends. Okay. And then got this from C3 Nick. Now, I've talked a lot on this channel about how the stock market is in a 10-year bull run, which is a completely propped up bull run by the central bank. But so it is a very interesting thing for you all, if you've never seen it, to go and listen to this video. C3 Nick gave this to me. Black Monday, first-hand accounts from the 87 crash. And Black Monday was a similar situation where there was a lot of complacency and everybody thought that it would just keep going on, having a good stock market, and all of a sudden it collapsed. My father got burnt by this, and he helped me write a paper on it, I believe when I think I was in 8th grade, as I recall. But this is interesting for those, and it never hurts you to understand the cycles of what happens in these markets and why, because it really does translate into what's going on with digital assets. Okay. And then saw this from Mr. B. Being an XRP investor is not easy. While other kids are seeing returns, we see meetings, partnerships, and new avenues of future adoption. I'm not here for good returns, but for generational wealth. No matter how badly you want a baby, it takes 9 months. Be patient. Now, and I will say, I'm not here for good returns either. I'm in the empire business. I'm like Mr. B. Generational wealth is what I'm after. All this 31 cents, small potatoes means nothing to me. I'm in it to win it, folks, and you should be too. And finally, XRP big time, at X big time, apparently heard me say what a pain in the butt my kids are in the summer, all the shuttling I have to do around. Only 2 more weeks until the first day of school. It's like my own personal Christmas day. Fajitas and margaritas for lunch. In fact, the digital asset investor is planning to go have a margarita tonight. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that the digital asset investor is having a margarita and some cheese dip tonight. Boom. Thank you for listening.